So today, I think, is the legal stuff up here. I think my secretary friend had helped set up.
Temporal dimension found. Dark sun located.
Well then, I'm glad I came in today. Okay, let me check the system. Fabricating portal. There we go. Well then.
Before we begin, I want to make it very clear. Your weapons have been disabled, and you won't be able to do anything harmful here.
Yeah, kind of figured.
As well, I'm letting you find me.
Also had a guess.
Very good.
This
You can come out whenever.
thing. My God. This is where you've been hiding?
Hiding is certainly a word for it.
Well, you said you let me find you. That implies you were hiding to begin with.
You just weren't looking correctly.
Implying the facet of needing to be found implies you were hiding to begin with.
Or you don't know how to actually look through the dimensions.
Nag, nag, nag.
Regardless, yes, I'm here. And I'm only bringing you here to tell you to stop looking.
I was looking because I need answers.
You need or want answers.
Need.
You want those answers because you want to know why. You don't need to know why.
I
Everything you
need
have is
these
completely
answers
fine.
because you put my brother at risk.
One way or the other, I guess.
Listen, I know you
Your
have some
answers.
vendetta against moons. I'm not like every moon.
That's why you're not dead?
Yeah, lucky me. Because if I would have been like the rest of them, whatever you had Sun do would have spring shotted around the entire dimensions, every single one, and I would have been beaten to death by a barrel.
Probably. It matters little anymore, I suppose.
Why?
I don't have to give you an explanation as to why I did it. I don't owe you any explanation at all, actually. Why? I think you already know the answer to that.
Oh, boo-hoo, because moons suck. Yeah, I know.
That's the difference between you and a lot of the other ones. You know, you were on the right, well, the normal path for a lot of moons. Acting ambiguous, so much more or superior to others in whatever way you wish. Perhaps the real question you should ask yourself is, how did you change? Or why?
I know exactly why. I know myself pretty well at this point.
Yeah, you do.
Why my son? Why did
Because
it
you're
have to be
the only
my
one.
dimension that you came to tamper with?
Now that is a more astute question than why did I do it? Your son. Oh, your son. He's the only one that really could. Granted, with everything that was happening there, it was really the only place I could go to. You know how many sons are willing to kill their moons? It's a needle in a haystack. A very, very big haystack. But yours is probably the biggest needle there. Found it easier too, at least. Are you gonna stay up there the entire time?
Why Nexus?
Well, regardless as to whatever would have happened, whether he chose you or Nexus, I still would have achieved what I wanted. And if Nexus proved to be too troublesome, I could easily dispatch of him. If it does make any difference, I am glad he chose you. You clearly were the better choice out of the two.
Comforting.
Comforting. Certainly is the word.
What is this place?
It's my paradise. Away from all the woes of creation.
Are you the only one here?
Oh no, there are more. I'll be building up my own place soon enough. Away from everything. But not like the Creator Council. I'm not looking forward to just destroying dimensions or whatever the hell that guy was planning. Just a place where people deserve a home.
And by people, do you mean sons?
Sons. No, not all sons deserve homes. Some of them are psychotic. Some of them wouldn't get it. Some of them would probably try to plot to destroy me. No, I'll be very selective in my process, but that's not why you're here, is it? Your
How?
son. How what?
Multiple times now, there have been these shockwave events through every dimension. I understand Ruins. It used that Wither Shard and that machine of his.
Ruin.
What you did with Sun didn't do that.
If I did what Ruin did, you would have ceased to exist, along with every other iteration of Moon ever.
I know.
Does that sound like a good idea?
No, it sounds like an awful idea.
Well, good. This was the best alternative. Giving sons a chance to actually live.
How'd you do it?
You know what the tricky part is about all this? Your son. Your son. He was able to do it. Able to actually kill his moon. I couldn't.
What is that supposed to mean?
I couldn't kill my moon. Do you think I just am this way the entire time? I was just like Sun before. All happy, smiling, taking care of kids. All that sort of crap. He broke me. Inch by inch every day. And eventually I broke him, but I could never kill him. I just couldn't. Maybe it's something deep within my soul or whatever the hell I have. But I couldn't. Son, though, with everything that you've put him through, that Nexus has put him through, that every event that he's ever been through in his entire life, he could do it. And he did. He threw a fireball right into Nexus' chest and activated the trigger that Ruin planned within. I couldn't. As to how I did all this, well, simply it was just Sun. Taking that amount of anger and rage, hopefulness, and just spreading it around. Giving the other sons the ability to do the same, to throw or cast their own fireball at their own moons. Not every moon's dead. Or not every moon's going to die either. Just the ones that were similar to how you were.
What are you gonna do when eventually a moon realizes what happened?
I suppose I'll just kill him. You don't think I didn't put that in me too, did you?
What if they're like you? This seductively smart.
I think you fail to realize that's just who you are already.
You see, you say that, yet you outsmarted me in every instance.
I didn't mean you. Of course there's moons that are smarter than you. Some that are dumber. Some that are completely stupid and inane. But that doesn't mean that there's going to be a lot like me. And maybe you're right. Maybe one day down the line there'll be a moon that'll come to me and just kill me. One that's smarter than me. One more sadistic and more insane. I suppose Nexus could sure try if he was around still. If he's around still. But until that day, I guess I'll be here. And I don't think that'll happen for a very long time.
Why the
Nothing
dragon?
against you. The dragon? Oh, the dragon. The dragon is doing what they usually do and listening to me.
Is it here?
Of course it is. This place does need a defender after all, and I can't exactly do what the dragon does.
So Goliath died.
Is dead. I will say it did put up a hell of a fight against it though, but it is dead ultimately. That adaptium stuff, the greatest mulligan ever created. It can't do much whenever it's being swallowed by the void though, unfortunately.
I have one last question.
I did. I planned it all. From the beginning, manipulated events in order to get Nexus to come here to me. Just enough.
Are you gonna stay away from my home?
I don't plan ever to go back. Hell, I'm only ever bringing you here to just tell you to go away. I don't care anymore to go to your world or any other world unless I find interest in it. And your place is less than interesting to me.
Fine. As long as you stay out of my home. And you don't do something like this to some other people. I don't care.
Good. Granted, I still don't plan to do that to anyone else. But I believe that's everything that you need. You sound disappointed.
Why?
You didn't expect your answers to go. You just make answers.
Everything. Why does it
Why?
everything have to be us?
You think I have that answer? Even with my intelligence, I can never answer that one. But to be very honest with you, you're not the only ones dealing with whatever the hell it is that you deal with.
I'm sure we're not.
There's a plethora of moons and suns that deal with some random crap every other day. A villain somehow appearing, an eclipse coming in and killing. It's not just you. It is all of you.
That's how dimensions work.
Yeah. It is. If there's nothing else, you can go back home. You
Yeah,
won't be able to find me again.
Don't think I'll need to.
Good.
You better hope I don't need to.